In this video, I'm going to show y'all the 5 knives that I would replace if I lost them. Hello everybody, hope y'all are doing good out there. So I'm going to put down in the description, and when I really get into the meat and potatoes of this video, we're going to be discussing 5 knives that I would replace if I lost them, or if they broke, or if something happened to them, or if I gave them away, or if I sold them. These are 5 knives that I would certainly be wanting to buy back. So for those of you just wanting to cut right into the knives themselves, I'll put the time in the description, whatever it turns out to be. But my idea for doing this video was the other day, I did a knife trade, and anyways, I had traded a yellow Sodbuster, the full size, and an orange peanut. Now, when I did that, it was a good trade. Both of us were happy. It was a great trade. But I noticed after doing it, I haven't had any great desire. I haven't missed the yellow Sodbuster. But I have been missing the orange peanut. And so I decided I'd keep an eye out for it. They went on sale, and I have replaced that orange peanut with another one just like it. But I got to thinking about all of that. And I was thinking to myself, which knives in my collection would I absolutely want to replace quickly if I lost them, traded them, or whatever it might be. Now, this is a pretty interesting thing to consider, I think, because there's lots, the knives in my collection. I don't keep knives that I really don't like. I usually only have the knives in my collection that I really like and use. So it would be fair to say that most of us would probably, if we say they were all stolen, we would probably like to replace all the knives in our collection, or else we wouldn't have them in our collection. But there are certain ones that I wouldn't be in any rush to replace. If I ever found it for a good deal, I might buy it again. But then again, I might not. And there's most of them in my collection fall into that category. I like it, but I wouldn't be upset if something happened to it, and I probably wouldn't go out running to replace it. But these 5 are 5 knives that I would miss a lot, and they'd be the first 5 on my list to replace. We'll put it that way, the first 5 on my list to replace. Now, y'all are going to notice something here very weird when I start going through these, and I noticed this after I picked them out, but you comment down below if you're noticing the similarity that all these knives have with each other. But there is a similarity all these knives have with each other that I didn't do on purpose. I just noticed it. I'll probably say it at the end of the video, but y'all go ahead and comment if you notice it. So these are going to be the 5 knives. You can already see number 5. So the first knife is going to be the knife that I was just talking about. The orange case peanut. This is pattern number 4220. I don't much like the color orange for some reason, but for some reason I like the orange peanut a lot. I had that other one and liked it a lot and missed it a lot when I traded it off. And there's just something about it. It's the color orange. It's got a good color to it. I don't like burnt orange a whole lot, but I like this orange a lot. It's a beautiful knife. Classic peanut pattern. Circle case shield, as you can see. Brass pins, nickel silver bolsters. Stainless steel back springs with brass liners. Smooth Delrin. I like that smooth smooth orange Delrin. It looks really nice. This one has the stone washed blades. Let me wipe that off a little better. I had sharpened this knife, and I'm still getting some of the oil from the sharpening off of it, but it's got a stone washed finish. Beautiful looking blade, got a good edge on it. Y'all know I like the peanut pattern a lot. But nevertheless, this is a knife right here that I never thought that I would have liked it so much in the first place, but I like it a lot. The way it looks, the way it feels in the hand, and y'all know who have messed with case knives, every knife feels different. And I'll tell you, these orange ones, the Delrin is extremely, I don't know how to say it, but it's extremely smooth. That may sound silly, but it is. Especially if you polish it with some Flitz polish, it just makes it extremely smooth. Secondary blade is going to be this pin blade right here. Great little blade. That's your hard use blade on the peanut. Here we see our pattern number. It's 4220. The 4 means this is an orange Delrin knife. The second 2 means this is a 2-bladed knife. And then 20 is the classic peanut pattern. And these peanuts do have half stops. Now this peanut right here, you can get it for about 43 bucks brand new right now. And if you got 43 bucks and you're looking to buy a knife, buy this one. You won't regret it. So evidently this is the first knife that I'd buy back, seeing that I just did it. But I like this one so much. It's just like the other one. The peanut, once it gets worn in good, it has such great action. But nevertheless, I would buy this orange synthetic one back. The second knife that I would try to replace quickly would be on the top of my list would be the black Delrin smooth synthetic Sodbuster Jr., the classic 2137. Look at those brass pins. I should have polished it before I brought it out for the video, but it still looks pretty good. Nevertheless, this is such a classic knife. And it's such a good user knife. Brass pins, brass liners, stainless steel back spring. You got one blade, single bladed knife. Stainless steel, it's what they call a satin as ground blade on here. And you can see this beautiful etch, and I like the etch on the Sodbuster Jr. so much. A lot of times on knives I don't like etches, but this one is just so classic. It's so simple, but it's just great. It's just absolutely great. You can see that there. It's got the plow on it, stainless Sodbuster. These as ground finish Sodbuster Juniors have a thicker blade steel than the other stainless steels and the carbon steel. If you have one of each, check it and see. I'm not going to say that's always true, because I'm sure that hasn't been true forever, but it's been true for here in the last recent years anyways. But good hard use blade, excellent blade shape. The handle is so simple, and the simple is what makes it classy. It's comfortable in the pocket, feels absolutely great in the hand, looks great. There's nothing to not like about the case Sodbuster Jr. I think more people have got into traditional knives from the Sodbuster Jr. than probably any other way. We can notice here USA 2137 SS stainless steel. I had one of these that was a 2007 model, and that was my first black synthetic Sodbuster Jr., and I'd given it away because I like to give away these Sodbusters to people who are friends of mine. Just because it's such a great knife, I think everybody ought to have one. The other knife would be the peanut, but I understand the peanut's too small for some tasks, probably, where this Sodbuster's kind of more in the middle, and it's just a perfect size knife. And if I had to rebuy a Sodbuster, I wouldn't be going for the bone ones. I like the bone ones I have, but I don't like them near as well as these synthetic ones. And specifically, this one right here with that etch on it, it's so classy looking. I like this one a lot. So that right there would be the second knife that I would buy back immediately. This next knife is going to be the third one here, and this one's probably not a shock either. This is the first case peanut that I ever bought, and I thought it was just so classy. I was trying to decide when I was looking for my first peanut whether to get a red bone or to get the yellow, and I didn't know much about knives back then. Not much about case knives, and I was going back and forth. Should I do the yellow pocket worn, or the yellow or the red pocket worn? And ultimately I decided on the yellow because I was wanting to have some carbon steel blades. Now I wiped this one down with some flits a little bit back to take some of the patina off, but you can see it's still got some patina on it. It was getting super dark. But my sister and I went down to a local hardware store. I was looking to see if they had any of these yellow peanuts. Walked in. Sure enough, they had them. I think they were 41 bucks, something like that. And you can still find them for about that price. This one was all the way back from 2021, as you all can see. But yeah, bought this one. It was my first peanut, and I liked it so much. And my appreciation for peanuts has just grown from my using this one. So basic same setup as the orange peanut. The only difference is going to be the color of the Delrin. This yellow Delrin is just a classic from case. So that's going to be a difference. The other difference is going to be that this is an old chrome vanadium knife. It's got the old CV steel. The newer ones have CS steel, which is a good steel and will patina too. But nevertheless, this was before they switched. You can see they're 3220, where a yellow one was a 4220. The difference between the two simply being case's number for the Delrin versus the yellow Delrin versus the orange Delrin. Also, this has a stone-washed finish. This one, I believe, was mirror polished before I patinaed it. But I believe if you get a new carbon steel one of these that says CS on it, I believe it's going to have a stonewash finish on the blades, most likely, but I am not sure about that. But I believe it probably will. You can get this peanut stainless also, but if you're getting yellow, go with that classic carbon steel. Another thing to note is this one has the thinner, skinnier blade because it's carbon steel. Now, I don't know why this is. I have not figured this out yet. But can you see that the knife on the left blade is not as wide from tip to spine? It's got a little bit different profile to it. It's not a lot, and it's easier to see in person, but there is a little bit of a difference. And the same is true of the pin blades. Now, I assumed initially that this was because this yellow knife was chrome vanadium and the other was stainless, but I have seen other chrome vanadium knives that had the blades like this orange one does. See the difference there? There's more belly on this orange knife, and the blade itself is wider. Just an interesting thing to note. But I reckon I've got more case peanuts than any other knife pattern, and they've all got the blade like the orange one, except for this first yellow one that I bought. So that's very interesting right there. But yeah, this yellow peanut, it might be the first peanut I'd buy back. I'm not doing it necessarily in the order that I'd buy these back, but that would probably be the next one. And the fourth knife I would buy back, why this one's probably no surprise, the yellow Sodbuster Jr. Same frame as this black one. The only difference is going to be that this has the yellow Delrin handle instead of the black. And on top of that, it's going to have your carbon steel blade instead of your stainless. Now, I've had 3 of these yellow Sodbusters before. I traded off 2 of them. Gave one away, and I traded the other one for this one. The one I had before this one was a CV, like that yellow peanut right there. But I traded it, and this was one of my first CS knives. But this is Case's newer carbon steel. You can see right here it says CS, where this peanut's going to say CV, as we already noted. But you can see that the blades patina in a similar manner, and it will get a similar look to it. The blade will darken right up. In the cut tests that I've done multiples with different knives and different times, and the newer carbon steel, the CS, always holds an edge a little better than the old CV in my tests. That being said, nevertheless, you can see you got a good edge on this one. But this one right here is a 2024, and just a great overall knife. You can get these for about $30 to $35 brand new, just like you can on this black synthetic Sodbuster. You'll notice that our number here has changed from 3137. That one right there is 2137. This one is 3137, and the 3 denotes that we've got yellow handles. The 2 denotes that we've got black synthetic handles, and the 4 denotes that we have orange handles. 5 would be stag, 6 would be a jigged material. It might be synthetic, might be bone, might be wood, but it would be a synthetic material, or it would be a jigged material. 7 would be a lot of woods. 8 would be mother of pearl. 9 would be imitation mother of pearl, and 10 would be kieranite and some other things. And there's some others that overlap in there, but that's kind of a basic overview. Nevertheless, looking at this right here, when we look at these, you can see it's the same knife. The only difference is the color of the handle and the blade itself. The one on the left is stainless, the one on the right is carbon steel. Look at the width difference. See that huge difference? The stainless steel black Sodbuster is a whole lot thicker. So this might help you decide which one to go for. If you're looking for one that's a little sturdier, maybe go with this black. Case's stainless steel is a good steel. It's got a little flex in it. It's better for hard use. It probably won't break as easy. But this carbon steel, on the other hand, is a little thinner. It's going to slice a little better. And if you like to use your pocket knife for food tasks, this right here is probably the absolute best knife that you could go with for a food task. I've used it to chop up plenty of potatoes for frying over the years. And it's just a great knife. It's what I give my grandpa. It's just a great knife. Can't go wrong with it. You can get this in stainless if you'd rather, but I like it in carbon steel, and that's the one I'd be wanting to buy back. And now we arrive at number 5. What is the 5th knife that I would buy back or be wanting to buy back immediately or as quick as I could? Why, it would be the Gum Fuddy Peanut. I have no idea why. I don't know why, but this knife right here is just special. I've got a Gum Fuddy Sodbuster Jr. I probably wouldn't ever buy that one back. It's nice, but this one right here is just special. Check out the jigging on it. It's got the most beautiful jigging on it. I think you'd call that worm groove jigging. Look at that. Look at the way it shines. Look at the shine on these nickel silver bolsters when you get it polished up, the way they contrast with the black handle there. Look at that script case shield. That's the first one of these in here. Those brass pins. This one has the high polished stainless blade. First one of them we've seen. Look at that mirror polish. You could trim your mustache with that. Get it polished up enough. This one right here, as you can see, is a 2024. This knife's a little more square and chunkier than the other peanuts, but it's going to have the same 2 blades that the others had. But that mirror polish and that jigging really just sets this knife off, makes it look kind of unique. Now, this one, as you're going to notice, has the 6 on it. Not because this is bone. This is not bone, but it's got a 6 on it because it's a jigged material. 6220, where we had a 3 on the yellow, 4 on the orange, and 2 on the smooth black. This one's going to be a 6. You can see here that the black's the same color, but nevertheless, the one's smooth and the other has texture. Now, I like both of these. If I find one of these peanuts with the smooth black, I believe the only place you can get that from is Shepherd Hill. If I find that for a good price, I'll probably get one of them and see how I like it. But I really like this Gum Fuddy knife. It adds a little bit of texture when you're using the knife, maybe, but it just looks great. Plus, the history's pretty neat. Gum Fuddy was a material that Case used in the 1940s, around the time of World War II. They say it was because of the scarcity of getting certain materials in World War II, but this just harkens back to that. I've seen a real Gum Fuddy peanut a guy had in a pawn shop once. He was showing it off. It was really neat. But Case started making these as reproductions, kind of just harkening back to those. So yeah, this right here would probably be the 5th knife that I'd miss the most, and these would be the knives on the top of my list. Now, of course, there's lots of knives that I'd like to buy back, but these would be the ones that I'd be after first, probably, as of right now. Now, of course, this is liable to fluctuate. This is liable to change. It probably won't stay the same. So I'm wondering about y'all. Comment down in the comments what knives would be the first on your list that you would try to buy back or that you would try to find if you lost them or they were stolen or you've had to sell them or you traded them. What would be the first ones that you'd be busy buying back? I'd be very interested to know because mine kind of shocked me, the ones that I had. I'd say y'all noticed the main similarity between these, and it could have been that it's only 2 patterns, which did kind of shock me, the Peanut and the Sodbuster, which are the 2 I have the most of, but it's not that it was only 2 patterns. The thing that shocked me was the handle material. Notice that every single one of them is Delrin of some sort. It might be yellow, it might be orange, it might be black, it might be smooth, it might be textured, but the similarity that all these hold with each other is that every single one of them is made out of a Delrin material. I don't know why. I didn't do it on purpose, but that's just how it is. So y'all, if you want to and you make videos, make us a video. Show us 5 knives you'd buy back. They'd be the first on your list. Y'all have a good day. Thank you so much for watching, and keep your knives sharp.